wherever you are in the world. Happy Monday to you. Right now we are in Cabo, San Lucas, and this is a video that we're going to do in reference to traveling, okay? And just some things you need to know, and because I didn't know before I started traveling, like certain things. Um, if you like the video, give it a like below, subscribe to my channel, and also comment in the comments below, okay? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So, let's just talk about things you need to know during traveling, okay? Because things are a little different traveling, during COVID, post-COVID, pre-COVID, all of it. It's totally different. So we want to talk about traveling during COVID. We also want to talk about traveling different countries, the things that you may need to look out for, and things that you may not be cognizant until you get there. So I know I did a lot of research on YouTube, but I do have an advantage because, my boo, he has gone to 23 countries. And so some of these countries are a repeat for him. So he may know, he just knows how to navigate through the country. So let's just take a country you don't speak the language in. And before we even do that, let's go to where we are right now. Let's just start in Mexico, okay? Because I would say 5 weeks ago we were in Puerto Vallarta, and now we are in Cabo, San Lucas. And the thing, first of all, the thing you need to know about traveling abroad is you cannot play with the time getting to the airport. You know how sometimes they flirt. I got to carry on so I can get there an hour before. No, ma'am. You need to be there the full 2 hours before because anything can happen. I know when we were going to Europe, they had us going to one gate, which it was changed. Somehow it was changed. I don't know what happened, but we had to go all the way to the other side of the airport. And what you don't want to do is run around the airport, running out of breath, all disheveled, and that's how you're starting off your vacation. So the first thing I'm going to say is get there on time. Don't forget your COVID cards because a lot of places want you to have your COVID card. So these are things you need to know. Don't forget your COVID card and your passport. Okay? Now, I do recommend not taking your passport everywhere you go. I recommend you put your passport in a safe in the hotel because sometimes even if you put do not disturb on the door, they disturb. And I find that very, I don't know, violating to me. I think it's violating because when we were in Paris, but they made it right, I will tell you, and I'm not saying this to, fuss about anybody or anything, but this actually happened. We were in Paris and we went to the concierge and we put the thing on the door. Actually, there was not a thing on the door. That was our dilemma. So we went to Paris and then we told concierge, we said, hey, we're going out. We don't want anyone in the room. We don't have anything to hide, but you may have a necklace or two or, your ID or, just things, And then you should put it all in the safe and everything, but shit, you're on vacation. Who wants to be on alert on vacation? But you do need to be on alert on vacation. Alert is one of your top 3 words while on vacation and definitely traveling abroad. And I'll tell you why. So anyway, we went out, we came back, and my soap was gone. I use a special kind of soap so my skin don't break out and things like that. It was gone. The beds were made up. There were things we were eating that were gone, and I was just very disappointed. Okay, I don't get disappointed a lot, but it really, I was like, so I went down there and I wasn't all hood and things, because you know what I'm saying, we're different countries. People expect you to be all, and what the fuck did you do that for? No. I was like, hey, remember me? Yes, I remember you. I said, do you remember what I asked you? Yes, you don't want any room service. I said, well, honey, there was room service. They threw away my soap, my snacks, made up the bed, all that shit. I mean, we got shit. And so, anyway, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and I was like, it's a special kind of soap that I get, and all of this stuff. And I know they ain't got no black soap and no Dove. And so, and I don't use hotel soap because they have these little liquid pumps, like a personal, like if it were a friend's house. But I don't know if people, playing with their soap, putting the body fluids in that soap or spitting in it. People are evil. They are mean. And they can pee in it. I don't know what can happen in it, but I'm not rubbing that shit in my body. I'm just going to tell you that right now, okay? So anyway, we left and we came back. When we came back, she wrote us 2 hand it was like a postcard, postcard. She wrote us one in French. I'm sorry, one in French and then one in English. And then she got some soap. It wasn't the same soap, but she made the attempt. So I was very appreciative to that. So that was it. That's one thing I just want to say. So here in Cabo, we talked about getting to the airport early. Now let's talk about once the plane land, okay? Once the plane lands in any country, you definitely have to go through customs, okay? And that can be a very long process. One tip I want to give you is I know you want to, get through customs and see the country that you are here to see. But before the plane lands, use the bathroom because you don't know what customs are like. And they're not only servicing your plane, they're servicing multiple planes, coming from different places. So you can go through customs for about an hour or so, depending on how many people, there are. And definitely, after COVID, they want to see your COVID card, and then you got to wait for people not having their IDs out and everything like that. So you definitely have to use the restroom before you get in customs, or to show and get your stamp and all that. And then after you get on the other side of getting your stamp, that's where the battle begins, with people trying to, you don't know, it could be scam artists. Some are legit, some aren't. Meaning some people, they have a hotel that provided rides for them, so their drivers out there with their name on there, like Mario, they'll have a little square card with their name on it. But some people are scam artists, you know what I'm saying? And depending on where you are in the world, some people are trying to sell you timeshares and different things like that. So you get off the plane and they're like, hey, you looking for me? You looking for me? Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. And so and so and so. So you just have to say thank you, but no thank you. Because I'm telling you this right now. If you stop and talk, it's like dropping one seal off at a shark convention, honey. They're all going to come over there and they're going to try and sell you a fingerprint. Okay? Another thing, it's hard sometimes to get a car in a different country if you don't read the language or speak the language and everything. I remember specifically when we got out of Paris, we got out and we were looking for our Uber. There are Ubers all around. Their license plates are different. Even if you call them and say, hey, I called an Uber, so he don't know what you're saying. And you don't know what he's saying. That's that. Always know the name of your hotel. Have it like very handy and the address so you can show the Uber driver. Like if he says, so where are you going? Oh my God, I know it's the Hilton. We have 4 Hiltons. Like know which one and where it is. You don't want to go to the wrong place, things like that, okay? Another thing you have to watch out for, I hate to say it, but it is true, pickpockets. When we were in Italy and we were at the Colosseum, people were getting pickpocketed during the tour. So people actually paid money to take a tour to come and pickpocket tourists. Now, I learned that on YouTube. Like, so before I go to countries, I do a lot of research and things like that. So I learned, to, not have your wallet in your back pocket, your phone and all of this stuff. And if you have a purse for ladies, don't have it on the side. Have something where it's on the front and a little stronger strap. Okay? Also, look at this. You need to know the rules. You see, so even though we're on the ocean, you don't see one person swimming. You need to know the rules of whatever country that you are traveling in. So for this one, like, and when we were in Hawaii, they were like, oh, it's okay to get in the water, da 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 da. They'll let you know what is a shark area or different things. But here, they said, do not get in the water, period. We are in Cabo. They said, do not get in the water because the waves, and they're pretty brutal. Hold on, look at this. That's pretty brutal. But you see that white stuff right there at the tip? Those are waves. And they will take you into the middle of the ocean. So you have to know the rules, the law of the land, and wherever you are. And also you have to know where you can go to. Like, so my mom is so afraid that we're in Mexico, and she's talking about the drug cartel, and she's like, don't get on any ships, and don't leave the resort. Now we are leaving a resort, and we are going to get on a ship, but we're going to get on a back to the resort. We're leaving this resort and we're going to another tourist area, so we'll be safe and things. But my brother did second that motion. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, they got you know drug cartels and different things like that." So those are things you need to know about. Know your area and know what areas you can go to. Know what areas you should not go to. Okay. Also, you need to have money exchange. You can get money exchange at the airport. Okay, you can get money exchange at the airport, or you will definitely need money exchange, and you will need a quick class on their currency, because you don't want to give them $5 when it's $1, because ain't nobody gonna say, "Oh, here's $4 for change," unless But they'll, if you just give them the money and walk away, like for a soda or something, you need to know the currency. So you need to take a little quick class on currency, and even the coins and change and all of that stuff. And what else? Oh, when you get to a resort like this, they're going to try and sell you timeshares. So you have to be pretty stern if you don't want a timeshare. For us, we did all inclusive, and so that was an extra $900. That's when we were in Puerto Vallarta, so it was $300 a day. But we did not do all inclusive this time, because we're not going to eat $300 worth of food a day. You know what I'm saying? We might get a sandwich here or there and a cocktail here or there. How much are we going to eat and drink? Damn. So that's just us, but they will try and sell the all-inclusive. If I hear, "So do you want all-inclusive?" one more time, I'm gonna tase somebody after I mace them. Um, and then another thing is, when you're in resorts like this, they will try and sell you timeshares. It's hot, baby. It's just so hot out here. But I wanted to, just come out and get some fresh air and everything. But it is hotter than volcano lava. But they will try and sell you timeshares and things like that. So you have to be cognizant and just stand your ground. If it's something that you're not interested in, just say, like when you finish checking in at a regular hotel, how they give you your key and they're like, your room is, 1402 or 1703. No, not at a resort. They'll be like, "We're gonna have someone give you a tour." Wink, wink. That means a timeshare seller. And sometimes, you know, when you've been traveling for hours and hours and hours, you just want to get off the damn plane, go wash your ass, and get into this. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be hassled and finagled and things like that. It has to be a better way that they should do this timeshare sales. It makes me feel trapped. I feel like I'm kidnapped when they're talking to me because I don't want to be there. I feel like vacation rape, because they're doing something against my will. I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk about this. I'm not getting a timeshare. I don't want all inclusive. I just want to use this hammock and sit and look at the ocean, hear the ocean, see a seawell, a shark, a whale, or whatever, and let me go, Lord. Just let me go. And the lady, I told her, I said, "Hi, ma'am. Once we finish checking in this particular hotel, which is a phenomenal hotel, Gaza. Um, it's phenomenal. But when we finished checking in, I was like, I knew they was gonna have the lady come over here and give us a tour. And so I told her, I said, "Ma'am, it's hot. We've been traveling, and we only have a couple of days. I just want my key and go to the room." She was offended, and I don't care because I'm on vacation. I'm paying for this. She ain't paying for this. I'm paying for this. I wasn't mean, rude, or anything. I just don't want to hear your Easter speech. I don't want to hear this shit. And so then she was like, "What did you say?" I said, "I don't want to hear about the sales part. So you can give us the hotel tour part, but I don't want to hear about the sales part." She was like, "Well, that's part of my job." And I said, "Part of my job for me as a human is protecting my time, and I don't have the time to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, show me where the pools are, show me where the Japanese restaurant is, and give me the key so we can go. I'm not about to buy a timeshare. I know I'm not. I may not come back here. We're not doing doubles on countries. Like, we're doing a country and we're leaving, and we're going to another country and we're leaving, and we're doing another country and we're leaving. So a timeshare won't do shit for me. Like, do it for like people who live in Florida that's retired, who plan on coming here every year on the 15th of May. That's not my ministry. That's not my plan. Oh Lord. So that's something you gotta look out for. You also have, no matter how much you drink, look at your receipt, guys. Always look at your receipt because they can get you in places like this when it's not all inclusive or something, or even if it's all inclusive. You know, I say when it's not all inclusive because if it's all inclusive, it goes to your room anyway. But if it's not all inclusive, just make sure they're not adding extra drinks or things like that. And they may actually already add a tip, so you don't need to double tip. I was double tipping for a while. And I was like, why are these bills so much? When I looked at it, it had gratuity already included. So that's always something you need to look out for. Okay, and when leaving a different country, definitely make sure you're at the airport within an ample amount of time, because once again, you never know. They have this thing where you push this button and they just pick random people to check their bags, honey. You could be one of them. I'm just saying, if they have you to the side, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Your luggage can get lost. You could lose your phone in an Uber. So you just need time to take care of any situation and be on that plane. Because if you miss that plane, your ass is in trouble. Okay? And last but not least, make sure you have fun. Wherever you go, like I said, study wherever you go. If you're going to Paris, this is one thing I will recommend. Pre-get all your tickets, pre-get reservations, pre-make, red table reservations for restaurants, everything. Reservation, reservation, reservation. I cannot stress that enough. Everybody is like, do you have a reservation? The reason why is because now we're out of COVID, not totally, but more people are traveling now. And it's packed. It's packed, and these restaurants are packed and everything like that. So always get reservations. Always look and see what the things are to do in that city, like the Eiffel Tower, and just different little museums and things like that. And also get your reservations. Get your reservations. If you're staying at a resort like this and they have cabanas, you see those white cabanas right there? You gotta wake up early if you want a cabana and you want to look at the ocean and a good seat. You always have to wake up early. One person, I am sweating like Whitney and Bobby in the late '90s. One person has to wake up early. Go put your towels down there, maybe a bottle of water or something. Go claim your space or something like that. But yeah, they fill up fast, so you may want to, and you want the cabana, trust you me, for the sun. You see how I'm sweating and there's no sun around, it's just hot as volcano lava. So you definitely want the cabana. All right. I don't know. Like I said, just have fun. Don't, like for here, we're in Cabo, don't get in the water. You don't see anybody on the beach right there. So do not get in the water in Cabo because it'll take your ass in the middle of the ocean. We'll never see you again. Now, there are some places in Cabo you can get in the water, but you have to drive a little further along the coast. One thing I would recommend in Cabo is Lover's Beach, where you go see the arch. So we're going to go see that on some kind of cruise ship that's going to give us dinner and things like that. So, we just want to see as much beauty on this earth as possible. I had to break away. If my mother is going to watch this, or even if you aren't here now because it's live, I don't know. But I did have to break away from the fears of my mom because she's afraid to fly. Blink and drink, honey. And she's like, oh my God, it's so dangerous, so dangerous. And so if I was umbrella up under that fear, I would miss the world. So I do want to say, if you have family who thinks it's dangerous to fly and everything, it's dangerous to go home on a bus, or sit at a bus stop, or at the highway. You can get in a car accident. Anything is dangerous. A comet can fuck us up right now. It could be a tsunami. Anything is dangerous. So we can't live our lives like that. So I just say, travel, travel, travel. Be careful. Always wear your mask on the plane. Even if it's not for COVID, they got other shit on there. Bring you wet wipes. Clorox bleach cleanups. I be cleaning that like Florence on Good Time. So bring you some Clorox bleach cleanup wet wipes. Wipe your whole area, your plane, the little air at the top, the window, the front, everything. because they're going to give you a cookie, and then if you don't, you're going to have all them germs. Child, I just don't have time for it. So just be smart. Um, do your research on the areas that you're going, the hotel, do your research on the hotel, look at reviews, and have fun. Be safe. God bless you. If you like the video, definitely like the video below, subscribe to the channel, and then comment. All right, and we'll talk next time. God bless you. Have a great day. Peace.